Here I am, bright sunshine for the first weekend of November, where we are in Geneva, village of Peissy, and they celebrate every year La Saint-Martin. Handsome dude. And what do we do in Saint-Martin? We taste wine with handsome dudes. Now, we just go with our girlfriends and we look at the awesome dudes who are tasting wine. And we pretend we know something about wine, so I made this beautiful list with all the cellars we're gonna visit and red wine, because hey, if we have to taste everything, there's not much of us that will go home tonight. So we are just tasting red wine, and sometimes we sneak some bubbly in there. And we're gonna evaluate it. We're gonna pretend we know a lot about wine. We're gonna make other people think we know a lot about wine, so we can talk with them and meet awesome dudes. Even though I'm married, I don't care about awesome dudes, but I have a beautiful single lady with me now, so I'll introduce her to you maybe later. So that's it. Here we're starting. We already started with the first one, and we're gonna move on to the next one. What am I blabbing about, you might wonder? Well, first of all, welcome to my extraordinary life again. Last Saturday, I went with my friend to Peissy, next to Geneva in Switzerland, where I grew up, and they were celebrate Saint Martin, the saint patron of the winemaker. You get to taste wine. There is 6 cellars that were opening their cellar for us to try. You walk in this beautiful village, you meet your friends, and yeah, you get to try the fruit of their hard works. So during this celebration, you get to see a live replica of Saint Martin. But I guess the original one. He wasn't carrying a glass of wine around his neck when he was visiting his diocese with his donkey. At every cellar, they were also offering food. Like, there was a hamburger truck, there were soups, there were cheese in all shapes and forms, pâtés, and of course bread. There were also 2 bands roaming the village and entertaining us with their lively music. But if you go in a cellar and you listen quietly, you could also hear the wine fermenting and making its own music. So I had prepared my paper with the list of wine we wanted to try and evaluate, in all seriousness. We were not gonna just drink. But it was a lot of wine. And after 3 cellars, it was becoming a little bit difficult. It's good, but I'm starting to feel a little tipsy, enjoying the thing. We tasted some delicious wine. I will show you the result very soon. So as you can see, it became very hard to evaluate all those wine. So my long paper with all the list of wine, we didn't get through all of it because, we're good girl and we're wise. So as a result of this day, because, we still want to take ourselves seriously, we want to give you our favorite wine from every cellar. From Domaine des Charmes, the one with the handsome dude, L'Esprit de Genève, which is made of 50% Gamay, 40% Gamaret, and 10% Merlot. A bottle will cost you 20 Swiss francs. From Domaine des Trois Étoiles, the Impro, which is made of 70% Gamaret and 30% Garanois. A bottle of this wine will cost 22 francs 50. From Domaine Grandcourt, the Gamay, which I had to take a picture of an empty bottle I thankfully had at home because they do not have a website. A bottle of this wine cost 15 Swiss francs. From Domaine Les Perrières, we unfortunately didn't get to taste all their wine, but as far as we could go, the Pinot Noir aged in oak barrel was very good. A bottle will cost you 16 francs 50. Then in La Cave des Créteils, where we were warmly welcomed, we really liked Les Temps Modernes, which is a Cabernet Franc aged in oak barrel. A bottle of this delicious wine will cost you 20 Swiss francs. The last cave we visited, Les Domaines des Bossons, has very good wine. but it was too much for us to try. So we just finished the day celebrating with a delicious bubbly that I would encourage you to buy for 21 Swiss francs. So this is our little selection, but of course they have more wine than what I have shown you. And I want to encourage you to go try it for yourself. They do open cellar also in May, so twice a year you can go try their wine. What can we learn from this? Even narrowing it down to the red wine is just still too much. And we need to narrow more. So we look forward to go again next year, but we will have to decide what kind of wine we want to try and compare with one another. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon on another one. Bye! Another thing we can learn from this. I know we're supposed to spit the wine when we're trying it, but what I can learn until next year is to spit graciously, because, you know, if I want to make a movie, I cannot just spit like this. Also, I talked to you about my friend who's single. Well, she's beautiful inside out, the brain, the body, and the heart. So, send your picture, send your profile, and we will see if I'll put you in touch with her. Otherwise, last, my daughter is reminding me to tell you, don't forget to subscribe. Bye again.